with me. You know, there's so many people here, just like you heard, that haven't believed in you. Or you didn't have somebody hold your hand. And so I was alone for 1 year, like doing everything, paparazzi. Well, Danny was there, but you know, he was working. But there was somebody there when I had producer who was always there after that. And she just taught me everything I know, everything about paparazzi. And she had to answer the phone every time I called her. When I was whining, when I was like going through different things, when I was crying, whenever I needed someone to listen to me, because she understood what I was going through. And this is somebody very special to me, Johnnie. She's a Jetsetter. She's going to give her testimonial today. So, oh my goodness, is this awesome? Oh, if there was a church called Paparazzi, I'd be going. Okay, the only reason I'm a jet setter is because of all of you, and that is it. It's not because of me, it's because of you and because of him. So, okay, so usually I get up and I tell my story, and my story starts something like, I used to be a special education teacher, but I quit when I started having babies because I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom and raise my own kids instead of feeling like I'm raising other people's kids while someone's raising my kids. If you work outside the home, that's awesome, and I'm not saying that, you know what I mean. That was my dream, to be home and raise my kids and be with them all the time, but today my story is not gonna go like that, okay? Because several of you already have heard my story. It's like I just kind of repeat it over and over and over. It's kind of like this rote rehearsal, like, let's tell my story. Today I'm gonna be real. And I'm gonna be vulnerable.
We love you,
okay?
Michelle.
I know, I'm gonna tell some things that I don't tell people. So I trust that you'll, yeah. My story is not one of, I used to be a special education teacher and I got lucky, and now here I am today making tons and tons of money with tons and tons of friends, though that is true, okay? What you see is a person that never wanted to get married because I didn't feel like I was good enough for a man. Well, and many other reasons, but that's one. I wasn't pretty enough. Like, who would want to be with me forever? Who would like my weird personality enough to want to be with me? Anybody out there ever feel like this? Okay. There was a point where I didn't even want to be on earth. I wanted to be up with God because up there it would be beautiful and it would be, everything would be perfect. And my life wasn't. I had a good life. I was raised in a great family. There was nothing that I should have been complaining about other than what I felt inside. I felt when I was 20 years old like I lived in a black hole with no way out. On the inside. On the outside, I was a student body officer at my college. I had friends. I was getting straight A's. I was cool. But on the inside, I was broken and I was hurt and I felt like nothing. And look at me today. So, my heart changed with many things. My life improved, okay? My dad passed away of cancer. I saw my mom by herself and I thought, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be alone for the rest of my life. And I started doing things to work on myself.
On the outside, once again, at my university, I was once again a student body officer on scholarship for all 5 years of college. I never paid for 1 cent of my tuition in college. Straight A's. I was Scholar of the Year for my college, Scholar of the Year, like nominated for the whole university. I was like, you know, but on the inside, sad, lonely, depressed. And you know what paparazzi has done for me? More than even made me a ton of money, it's made me feel good on the inside. I got married, you guys. This is like... Miracles happen. You know that? That is a miracle. And I married a really, really nice, awesome guy. I wish you were here so you could all love on him. But I married an incredible individual. And you know what? We have 3 beautiful children. Yeah. Beautiful. And what Andrea said about you see your daughter, that's you, but without fear. That's my daughter. She's gonna be amazing as long as she does not let fear and what other people think of her control her life. So that was way powerful to me. So after I quit my job, I was home being a mom, and by our 3rd kid, money was getting tight and tighter and tighter. The economy was going down, bills were going up. My husband, who worked for the university, was getting basically pay cuts because of the economy, and I knew I needed to find ways to make money or I was going to get back to being a special ed teacher. And there's nothing wrong with being a special ed teacher, but my heart was with my kids. And what do you know? My first week to church, funny how it happened at church, right? My first week back to church after having my 3rd child, I was given an invitation to a paparazzi party. Except she didn't tell me everything's $5. I did not wear jewelry. Growing up, I was a tomboy. I played sports. I wore secondhand clothes. I didn't really care what I looked about. Like, I didn't wear makeup, for all you makeup lovers, till I was 25 years old. And I was teaching school, and I thought, you know what, I might want to look better than death warmed over, right? So I started wearing makeup. I got my hair, like, highlighted for the first time when I was 25 years old, and my sister's the one that made me do it. Oh my goodness. And anyway, I was not going to go to this party. I didn't want jewelry that I didn't wear with money that I didn't have, right? I didn't go. I did not go to this paparazzi jewelry party. A few weeks later, as some of you know, I was at a city festival with my newborn baby. He was like 3.5 weeks old now, my 3-year-old and my 5-year-old, and I saw a tent clear across the grass, and it had a paparazzi sign across the top. And I thought, I'll go over and see what it is, what I missed out on, because really what I thought I missed out on was buying something I didn't want with money I didn't have. And I learned right there it was really cute jewelry, and women were buying it in front of me. I knew it would sell, and I learned it was only $5. And even me, being not very feminine, not like super girly, and not interested in jewelry at all, knew that was a $1 million idea and a no-brainer. That was someone's $1 million idea, and that they were very smart. Okay, so I went home that night, I Googled paparazzi, I read the compensation plan, and I saw 45% commission. And right then I thought, this might be the thing to help my family. I ended up, I told my husband in the morning, I think I want to join this jewelry company. He says, Michelle, you don't wear jewelry. Hate to break it to you. I'm like, I know, but listen, everything's only $5. That's a huge selling point.
Yeah.
That is the selling point. Most people hide the price, not us.
Right.
Put it out there for everyone to know. Shout that from the rooftops, right? And I said, the commission is high. It's 45% commission, and I think it's a newer company. I've never done direct sales, people. I don't know how, you hear of people building teams and, making tons of money, but I was hoping to make a couple $100 a month so I could stay home with my kids. Anyway, he's like, oh, that sounds like a good idea. You should go for it. So back when I joined with the $1,400 kit on a credit card because I believed this was something that really could change my life. I knew that women would buy $5 jewelry if I got it in front of them.
Right.
So there you go. I joined. My first party was over $500. And I thought, you know what? I just earned more than $225 sitting in my mom's front yard. It was at my mom's house. And I was working part-time for $9.20 an hour with my 2 little babies in daycare. You know how much I was making after I paid for daycare, paid my tithing, and paid taxes? Like $2 an hour. And I thought, I just earned more in 3 hours with setup than I did in basically a month of working part-time. Hello, this was awesome. So from that first party, I took off and I went for it. Was I scared? Yes. Everybody who knew me said, Michelle, Johnnie is selling jewelry? Because that was not me. Remember, I'm the lady that barely wore makeup, that wears secondhand clothes, that doesn't care a ton about what she looks like. But you guys, I went out and I told lots of people because I knew that not only could it change my family's finances, but it could change others people's finances too. Yes. And I had people join, and I had more people join. And I'm like, I need to help them to be successful because I felt if I got them to join, I was like, it was my responsibility to help them, right? Anyway, you guys, today, that girl that didn't want to get married because she wasn't good enough for anyone, that girl that didn't wear jewelry, that person that didn't want to live, is now a Jetsetter. That person that had never done direct sales and had never wanted to sell anything in her life, she sells.
Yeah.
And let me tell you this, I looked in my back office last night. 3,000 people have joined our team this month. 3,000 people. Our team, because I think the majority of you are on my team. Guess how much we're gonna do in retail sales this month? It's January, the slowest month of the year for retail sales. $5 million. $5 million in $5 jewelry, guys. We will do over 1 million pieces this month.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
Is there anything special about me of why I am where I am? No, not really. I am very much like you. I'm strange. Anybody who knows me knows I've got quirks. I don't love to dress up. I still don't mind secondhand clothes, and but there's one thing I do that everybody can do. I work hard.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
And I don't give up.
Yes.
And I care about people.
Yes.
And if you can do those things, you can be successful
That's right.
with paparazzi.
Right, yeah.
Okay? You do have to talk to people. That is kind of a requirement of the job. You do have to talk to people. But if you can do those things, you can be where I am.
Yes.
The compensation plan with Paparazzi is amazing. And you can make a ton of money. Now, a lot of people know that I'm uncomfortable with how much money I make because I was a special ed teacher. I worked my guts out trying to help these beautiful children that were born with disabilities. And I love them. I changed diapers, I got bit, I got my hair pulled, I would do shots, feeding tubes. I mean, it was hard. It was a really hard job. And I'm only gonna say this because I want to inspire you and motivate you to know what is possible with Paparazzi. I make more in 1 month, because people do ask me sometimes how much money I make. I make more in 1 month than I did a whole year being a special ed teacher. It's sad. That's my first thought, is it's really sad for education because so many people are leaving education. And our kids need good teachers, guys. Our kids need awesome teachers. But for you providing for your families, it is an awesome opportunity to change the world. Right? Right. $5 at a time. Nobody feels ripped off when they're buying something for $5.
Right.
Nobody hides when they see you coming down the hall at church because you sell $5 jewelry.
Huh?
Nobody thinks like, oh no, there's Michelle. She's gonna hit me up for something that I don't want with money I don't have on something that I can't afford. Nobody. If they don't want it, it doesn't hurt my feelings. They were probably like me several years ago where I didn't feel good enough to wear jewelry. I wasn't worth it. It was outside of my comfort zone to look pretty. Okay? You guys, there is nothing that much different from you than there is from me. So if you can relate to my story, if you felt the way that I felt in my life, that's a good sign. Because that means you can change, you can improve, you can be like me. There really, really, really is not much difference between most people and myself. And most of the most of the things that it requires to get right here are things that are not inborn traits that you can't change. They're things that are within your power to do. Yes. Does that make sense? Yes. People don't look at me and go, oh, she's so beautiful and she's so everything and she's so perfect. No, I am not a perfect person. I am not untouchable. Okay, my idea of the people at the top of direct sales companies is not me. And yet, I'm here.
And I'm glad you are.
Thank you. And you can be too. You can make more than $10 an hour. Yes. You can make more than $50 a month selling paparazzi. If you're not working your business consistently, change. Okay? Because I know you have hopes and dreams and there's things that you want to do and you're still holding yourself back even though you're here. So overcome your fear and your anxiety and all your insecurities that we as women normally have. That adversary is very strong and powerful, but you have to be strong enough to get him out and go forward with faith. Okay? So, when I joined Paparazzi, I prayed, please let this bless my family. And you know what I did after I got down on my knees and I prayed? I got up and I went to work so God could increase my efforts. Do not wait around for him to just make it all happen for you. That is not how he works. He expects you to get up and to go to work and to use the abilities that he's given us. Our Father is perfect. He's all powerful, all knowing, all everything. And he's our Father. And you know what that means? We have him inside of us. All those qualities you have, but you might just let them not be fulfilled. So stop. I'm a common sense kind of person that says it how it is. You gotta stop that. Knock it off. Okay? Knock it off and go out there and kill it. Fulfill your potential. You have a divine destiny that is huge. Huge! And people are counting on you and me to help them. Paparazzi is about jewelry, and it's not at the same time. It is about making a difference, and if you know me, you know that that is a big part of my life, trying to make a difference. Because I'm uncomfortable about how much money I make, people say, but Michelle, you have a big heart, and I know you love to give, right? And now you can control what you give and to whom. And we give a lot. I don't know, you guys, there's so many things that are great about paparazzi. I had a former student die a couple weeks ago, and her dad committed suicide in March, and I donated my profits not just my profits, because of paparazzi. I didn't just donate my profits, I donated everything I sold for 2 weeks, to help with the funeral. I didn't need the money. We still live a very normal lifestyle. I live in a 100-year-old house that is falling apart because being humble is important to me. Right? Now one day we will move to a house that's not falling apart, but my kids will never know that they could be rich kids, because we will not allow that in our family. We will go out and we will bless others, we will help others, and we will teach our kids that they need to look for others and help them too. Because that is what life is about. It's not about acquiring stuff or acquiring more things. Okay? Jewelry is a thing, and yet it makes people feel beautiful, and it helps them to go out and have the confidence to empower others and to do great things in the world, right? So that is how I reconcile my beliefs about things with jewelry, because I know it helps women to be more powerful, right? Okay, you guys, I want for you, I just finished with my former student. Anyway, I don't know if you watched my live. Oh, and let me tell you this. How many of you think I sell 500 pieces a week with paparazzi? Don't raise your hand. I don't. I don't sell 500 pieces a week. I'm not the top seller in the company. I never will be. And yet, I'm a Jetsetter. So why do I tell you this? Does that mean if you're not selling 500 pieces a week that you can't grow a team? No. If you love people and you want to help people and you're willing to talk to people, that's what it takes to grow a team. Okay? So you can grow a team. If you care more about the person than you do about the money, it will work. Right? People are not dollar signs, and you should never look at people as such. You should look at how can I help this person, and when you look at them that way, your intentions are pure, and success will follow. And sometimes success is not money. Sometimes it's just helping somebody to be happier. Right? Okay. I had the former student who died, I had her sister come help me with the life party last week. And I didn't say she has disabilities, because I don't feel like that's everyone's business watching, But if you listen to her talk, you would have heard that she kind of talks a little more childish. And she's been sitting home depressed for 6 or 7 months since her dad killed himself. And now she has a sister die. And because of that, they are facing, we don't know what we're gonna do with money. But I got that girl out of the house. She came came and helped me with the life party. Her mom said, Michelle, she has not been this happy for months. Wow. And all it was getting her to come help me with a life party and say, this one's number 2, and it's a long necklace, and it would look really cute on you. Okay? Paparazzi makes people happy. Yes. It is a tool for happiness and joy. God wants us to feel joy. Yes. Men are that we might have joy. Okay? So paparazzi is just a tool to get you to have joy. It's a tool to do good in the world. Yes. It is a way to connect people. Yes. I wrote on my Facebook page, Danny told me, Michelle, don't make any more posts right now while the conference is going on, because I posted. I put up a post of yesterday, and all it was pictures of you guys, okay? And I said, you know what the best part about paparazzi is? It's the people that I meet and the friends that I've gained and the relationships. I'm so blessed to have all of you in my life. I am so blessed to feel connected to the world and to women. It's so blessed to not feel by myself and to not feel lonely and to not feel like I'm not enough anymore. You can talk to my husband. My husband is so thankful that I joined paparazzi. Not because of the truck, I just bought him for cash, with cash, okay? And you can do that. You can do that with paparazzi. You can buy cars with cash. Who needs it? Who needs a car payment, guys? Who? You don't. So go buy it with cash with your paparazzi money, okay? My husband is not grateful that he doesn't have to go to a 9-to-5 job anymore, or for the last 5 years, because actually, 5.5 years ago, he quit his job. Okay? You want to know what, probably one thing he will say that he's the most grateful for about paparazzi in our family's life? Because the change that it's had on me, the person he loves, the person he cares about, that he wants to spend eternity with. Because I'm happier. And I feel like, like there's just more purpose to our life and some more good of everything. So, you guys, come aboard. Those of you that are here, I would love for you to come aboard and contribute to helping the world feel beautiful and more confident through jewelry. Okay? There is a lot of support. There is a lot of knowledge. I love Andrea, but I have to tell you, she's kind of a liar. I did not teach her everything she knows. She is amazing, and she knows a lot more than I do. And so, Andrea is a blessing, because chances are you may not be, some of you are not on Andrea's team, and yet she opens this up to everyone. Not every person will do that, but Andrea has no selfish intentions ever. She is probably one of the most beautiful, giving people that I know. Amen. So, Andrea, if you ever doubt that you're not doing good in the world, I will tell you, you do. You've changed the world. Yeah. And you know what? The best way to change the world is to change the little area where you live, because your ripple will be felt. You don't have to go out and, do all these huge things. You just have to be a good person and help the people around you, and that ripple will carry. So, you guys, 5 million, that is amazing. Raise your hand if you've contributed to helping to sell $5 million of jewelry this month. Awesome, Danny, yeah.
I did.
How many? Raise your hand if you have overcame fear and anxiety and insecurities to change your life. All of you have. And if you're not there yet, guys, do it. There is a beautiful life outside your comfort zone. And once you expand that comfort zone, what used to be difficult for you is no longer difficult. It is awesome. Okay? Thank you so much. Thank you for